Hello and welcome, I'm DDF Racer, and today I'm going to be wrapping up the recent series of Tatuus rFactor 2 videos that I've been doing on this channel. Now, I'm going to go back and revisit one of the very first races I ever did in rFactor 2, if not the first race I ever did in rFactor 2 on this channel. It's going to be at the Palm Springs Roval circuit, so half road cars, half oval. But I'm not going to be doing the USF-2000 car, I'm going to be in the USF-17, which is the natural successor to this car and by far my favourite from the group of cars released in the recent Tatuus pack. Anyway, let's go racing, guys.
The track temp is 20 Celsius. The air temp is 20 Celsius. Okay, get ready.
Here we go, P18 out of 20.
Green, let's go, let's go.
20-minute race against the AI.
You're in the middle.
Make an absolute
You're on the left.
blinder of a start.
All right.
I don't think I jumped the start.
He's still there.
Everyone else seemed to be just standing.
Keep your line.
I'm going to take advantage of the AI.
He's still
Almost
there.
rubbing wheels, and now we're on the outside and we can use the banking to our advantage as well.
All clear.
Slingshot the
Barely
car out
scratch,
of the
mate.
corner.
Just ignore it.
On
Making
the right.
spots left, right and centre.
Still there. Still there.
We're still on the outside,
Still there.
trying to get a good exit.
Still
Car
there.
ahead of us is a little bit slow, so we have to lift off slightly.
Still there.
Bit
Right
too
side's
wide, but we got him. He's going to duck to the inside, so we're going to defend. The guy ahead of us
All right.
goes for the
Still
dive
there.
bomb. We're going to hold it nice and tight on the apex.
He's still with
Give
you.
the guy on the outside some room
Right side's clear.
and floor it. As we head towards the oval section of the track for the first time. Absolutely flat out this part. All about trying to stay in touch with the car ahead, stay in the slipstream and keep that momentum. This will become a pack race later in the race. And as long as you're within striking distance of the car ahead, it's not over until you actually cross the line. Great potential for a photo
Gap to
finish here
Angelo.
as we
Ahead
complete
is
the
now
first lap here at
0.9.
Palm
The
Springs.
The gap behind is
Heading
now
down towards turn 1.
0.30.
Except this time, we're not surrounded by other cars. We've got a bit of track to ourselves. We can try and put some good lap times in. As I think there's contact ahead of us. Bill Edwards in the black car.
All
A bit
right.
of tyre smoke and a bit of a wiggle.
He's still there.
We have to
Keep
try
your
and get him
line.
around the outside.
He's still there.
He's got a slightly better exit.
He's still with you.
Hopefully he doesn't run as wide.
Keep this line.
Very respectful racing. And we now got Max Angelo
Still
ahead of
there.
us.
He's still there.
He's very
Still
late
there.
on the brakes. Pinning us around the outside of the corner.
Still there. Keep your line. He's still there.
Now he's going to be slightly in advantage because he's got the
Still there,
slipstream of the
right
car
side's
ahead. We pull clear. Up to P7 now. About to complete the second lap with 17.5 minutes left in the race. No need for a pit stop today. Don't need to change tyres. Don't need to refuel the car.
Track temps are
Just
decreasing.
all about
Air
going
temperature is
flat
now
out.
30. The track temp is now 30 Celsius.
Although I
Gap
can
to
see him in the
Angelo.
mirrors, he might
Ahead
be-
is now
might be looking at a
0.7.
move.
The gap to Edwards behind is now 0.10. You've just done it on 17.94 P7.
You didn't go for it. The AI does make me quite nervous here in rFactor 2, as it's known for the occasional dive bomb.
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
Car ahead of us gets all kind of sideways, and that is a freebie. Went out to P6 with the rest of the pack ahead of us quite plainly in sight. Incredible to think that we started the race down in P18.
Front brakes are pretty hot now.
I am running this on absolute maximum difficulty, 120% AI strength. Can't actually set it any higher. Using second gear out of the hairpin there. Not exactly great for drive. And getting a good exit, but it's great for stability. Drop it down to first. The car is very prone to spinning the wheels. But I don't have many complaints about the USF-17 car. It's absolutely fantastic to drive. But yeah, bringing it back to Palm Springs, the scene of my first ever RF2 race on this channel. Bringing back some good memories.
2 seconds, 6th place, fastest lap. That lap time was on 17.25. The gap to Angelo behind is now 3.3 seconds.
Well over a year ago, when I recorded my first ever USF-17 race.
Sector 1.
We get another freebie. It's a P5. AI seems to like to make the mistake there. Yeah, so much has changed on this channel in the past year or so. Thought it'd be a nice little homage to go back to my roots. Now, actually, compared to that video, I now do live commentary over the top, all these overlays on the screen. Just, yeah.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
When I started recording and uploading footage, I never really imagined it would end up like this. I mean, especially this morning as well, live streaming my first ever online race. Wow, what an experience. 90 minutes in the SRC Academy. I'll put a link to that on the top right of the screen now so you can click through and follow that. But yeah, never thought I'd be live streaming. Great to have your support for that event as well. If you tuned in, massive thank you.
In front is now 1.5 seconds. That's the fastest lap of the race. That was on 17.07 P5. The gap
you didn't tune in?
1.8 seconds.
Well then, you can watch the whole thing. All 3.5 hours of it. Although if you do watch the whole 3.5 hours, you deserve a medal. That's some commitment. Okay, so we're now in P5.
Your front tyres are cold.
With 14 minutes to go in the race. Making some nice progress on the leaders. We can see all 4 of them ahead of us.
Sector 2. Sector 2 is clear.
Careful not to be too late on the brakes. Don't want to go into the rear of that car ahead of us. Old Dirk Smith doesn't deserve a rear ender.
Air and track temps are decreasing. Air temp is now 25. The track temp is now 25 Celsius.
You can see the power that the slipstream has. He's just closed right up on the back of 3rd place. We fell back a little bit.
The gap to Smith ahead is now 0.9. You've just done it on 17.13. The gap behind is now 2.5. Fastest lap for Angelo on 16.82.
So it looks like the AI is starting to pick up the pace a little bit. Really got to up my game if I want to stick with them. Might not be as easy as I thought. Bit of a battle ahead of us. Easy does it. Wide line. Get the exit. I'd say my weakest corner on the track is the next hairpin, which is kind of unfortunate because that dictates my speed all the way down the back straight and the oval.
Alright.
Unexpected dive bomb.
Keep your line. Clear on the right.
Woo!
Well done, Dan. Nice move, mate.
The car wasn't slowing down as much as I thought it was. Now I'd rather go for an unexpected dive bomb than go into the back of him. I think we're just out of slipstream range. Getting closer. Getting a little bit closer. Just keeping an eye on the top speed. Currently running at 230 kilometers an hour. It's not exactly a slow car, this USF-17.
The gap to Delgado in front is now 0.7. That was on 17.18. This is excellent, mate. Keep it up. P4. The gap to Smith behind is now 0.30.
Guy on your left. You're clear on the left.
To see him poking the nose out in the mirrors, thought I'd give him a little bit of space. Don't want to get caught up in an accident.
Car on your right. Clear right.
He's quite keen to get back past me, old Mr. Smith. I'll give him that. The AI is definitely not giving up. Although every time he does that, it costs us both time. Ooh, a bit too hot on the brakes there. I think the front brakes are starting to overheat a bit. Spotter pointed that out to me on the radio before.
Your tyres are cold, watch out.
How's my brakes?
brakes absolutely fine, mate.
Oh well. He says they're fine. But maybe they're getting a little bit hot. Anyway, the guy behind me is well and truly in the slipstream. Might have to go to the inside and defend.
Just posted on 17.21. Gap to Delgado ahead is now 1.0. The gap to Smith behind is now 0.10. That lap time was on 17.52.
About half a second off our pace. Oh, when this car bites, when it just grips up, it just feels incredible.
Sector 3 is yellow.
It's just a car that you can push and push and push.
Green flag sector 3.
Definitely my favourite out of all the Tatuus cars that were recently released by Studio 397. Definitely my favourite.
Okay Dan, halfway home. We've got plenty of fuel. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go.
And I can safely say it's my favourite, because I've tried them all. Yeah, our exit out of the hairpin, it's not great. I'm suffering on the traction, but making it in the mid-corner speed by the looks of things. We're now 10 minutes down with 10 minutes to go.
The gap to Delgado ahead is now 0.8. That lap was on 17.04. Sectors 2 and 3 are a tenth off the pace. Sector 1 time is good. The gap to Smith behind is now 0.6.
Yeah, I think the brakes may be getting a little bit too hot. The car is just not slowing down as well as it was on the first lap. Looks like the lead is going defensive ahead of us. This could be a tasty little battle.
Your front tyres are cold.
Just within reaching distance.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Looks like the top 5 cars, including myself, are covered by about a second and a half. There's a bit of a better exit. But then I go and miss a gear and ruin everything. That's not going to do the momentum any good, as we're about 3/10 down on our fastest lap. Our fastest lap, a 1 minute 17.035. Fastest lap of the race, a 1 minute 16.823. So, it's there or thereabouts. It's there or thereabouts.
The gap to Delgado in front is now 0.7. That last lap was on 17.34. Sector 1 is 0.26 off the pace. The gap to Smith behind is now 0.41.
Braking a little bit early for turn 1 that time, just to try and counteract the brake fade. I'd say that corner there with the banking is definitely our strongest corner on the track.
There's a guy on your right. Clear on the right.
Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Just can't get the overlap.
Sector 3 is clear.
All right.
Might get him on the inside into the hairpin here though.
He's still with you. Hold your line.
Hold it nice and tight on the apex, try and avoid contact.
There. You are clear on the right.
Bit of wheel spin on the exit. But the wheel right with him now. He's going to push us down to the apron.
Sector 2 is yellow.
He's still with you.
It's very cheeky of Mr. Delgado there.
Clear right.
We're now up into third position.
Well done.
Excellent.
Green flag sector 2.
With 7 minutes to go in the race, I can see second and first ahead of us on the track. We are on the podium now.
The gap to Sam ahead is now 1.2 seconds. Your last lap time was at 17.83. P3. The gap to Delgado behind is now 0.21.
Don't want to take too much of the inside curb. These USF-17 cars
Sector 1 is yellow.
can be unsettled quite easily.
Okay Dan, the next car is Forvel. Sector 1 is clear.
We are now right in the battle for the lead. This is exciting. Who would have thought that starting from 18?
Fuel remaining.
Trying a bit of a wide line there. Struggling to get the traction down. If it comes down to it, it's going to be our weakest point. Need to try and make the overtake at some other point on the circuit. Although we're in a slipstream, we're closing. We're closing. Head down. Makes you go faster.
Gap to Orville ahead is now 0.7. That lap was at 1:17.10. The gap to Delgado behind is now 0.5.
Briefly saw a yellow flag pop up in the top of the screen then. Looks like someone may have just ran off track slightly. Shouldn't affect us too much. Leader's going defensive. And P4 is right behind me. Second place goes wide.
You are clear on the left.
Bit of a mistake from the AI there.
Come on, that's the stuff.
We're now into second
5
place.
minutes to go. You're looking good for a podium.
Try keeping it in second for the stability. Commentator's curse. Got a heap of oversteer. About a second to the car ahead. We're going to be vulnerable heading into turn 1. We've got second, sorry not second, we've got third and fourth right behind us. If they time the run, they'll use the slipstream to get past me.
The leader's just done it on 17.17. Well done, Dan. This is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits. The gap to Sam in front is now 0.8. The gap to Orville behind is now 0.21. Your lap time was at
too wide.
17.14. Yellow flag, caution.
Said P4's binned it.
We can see Delgado has stacked it in turn 4.
Definitely pushing the limits of the car now. But started 18th, up to P2. Can we do it? Can we get the win? Back down to first, using all of the track, and then some. Well and truly in the slipstream now. We'll be on for our personal best. Lap of the race if we carry on like this. Closing. Closing. Gonna duck to the inside. Cheeky! He's gonna come down and cover us.
The gap to Sam ahead is now 0.20. That's the fastest lap. Your last lap time was at 1:16.72. P2. The gap to Orville behind is now 0.6.
My two options there were either to take to the apron or back out of it completely. Did a bit of both. The apron unsettles the car because of the banking. You're going from however many degrees down to 0 degrees. Car's suspension's not really built for that. Woo! Bit of a wiggle on the rear. Got 2 minutes and 26 seconds left in the race. It's pretty close. Just can't seem to get that corner right.
Sector 3.
Oh, we're still in the slipstream, so that's good. Bit of pressure from behind from Mr. Frank Forvel.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
So by my calculations, we should have a couple of laps left. Time is running out. I'm going to get my head down this lap, concentrate, and let you guys listen to the engine.
That lap time was 1:17.62.
Right side.
Going for the lead.
Hold your line. Right side's clear.
Went for the cutback and it didn't work. It was just holding the apex.
Okay, Dan, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Lost it on the exit there again. Tried to go for the cutback, and he's defending very nicely. The AI here in rFactor 2, although they can be a little bit silly sometimes, still proving to be the best in the business. Or if not the best, at least right up there. Right, one more lap to go.
Last lap, bring it on home.
Can we do it?
That lap was on 17.65. The guy behind has just done it on 17.05.
Not by braking late into turn 1. We'll cover the inside because the third behind us, it's all over us. Leader gets all kind of sideways. Alright, in his tail now.
Green flag sector 3.
Car right.
Just haven't got the speed around the outside.
Right side's clear. Left side.
It's making us go the long way around again.
He's still there. Still there. He's still with you.
Hold him around the outside.
He's still there.
He's still there.
He's still there.
It's a drag race.
Still there.
I'm going to be on the outside. Going into the banking.
there.
This isn't good.
Still there. And still there.
Oh no!
Hold your line. Still there.
Oh no! I think we got him. I think we got him.
Left.
I think we got him.
2 litres remaining. Well done, Dan. Great win. You
Yes.
deserved that today.
Left side. Left side's clear. Car left. Left side's clear.
Timed it to perfection. We won by maybe 0.07 or 0.1 something 1-2 of a. I don't know. I'll have a look at the results after the race. Woo! Oh, that was awesome. Oh, that was awesome, guys. Hell of a race. 18th through to the win. And I assure you I wasn't holding back. I was giving it everything. And to be fair, the AI was as well. Running the AI at 120% difficulty. The absolute maximum that you can actually run them in rFactor 2. Amazing. Such a good sim, this. It really is. When everything works right, rFactor 2 is just the best. It's up there. It really is, guys. And if you already own rFactor 2, then this Tatuus pack is actually base content now, included with the game for absolutely nothing. So there is no excuse for you not to go and race this car. And this track as well is actually part of the base content too. So no excuse to do this exact combination and have as much fun as I did.
Box in 5, 4, 3.
There we go.
2, 1. Box now.
Let's bring it back to the box. And I'll do some fancy editing and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay guys, so there we have it. Started in 18th position and worked our way up to first somehow. A lot of good overtakes, a lot of good battles, and yeah, photo finish as well. Ended up winning the race by 0.110 seconds. So not much in it at all as we're going side by side through the final hairpin, final straight, and the banking. It was going to be touch and go whether I thought I actually had that one, but yeah, ended up victorious. And like I said in the race, I couldn't really push the AI much further. They're already at maximum, so I'm feeling pretty chuffed with that result. That's a good one. It's good to get a good result on this channel. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching that race as much as I enjoyed filming it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments, guys, and if you want to see more videos on this channel, then please subscribe and press that notification button, because I'll be uploading a few more in the next few weeks, and I'm also going to be doing some live streams as well. I really appreciate your support, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.